and Christoph here. Well, it's okay. Hello, everyone. Paulinex and Christoph here. We just had a little bit of chat about the Stratum version 2 project, and we just wanted to update you on how this project has been progressing. So, first of all, I know that there has been some confusion around Stratum, and we were all confused, like which implementation to use, what is the brains, and what is the Rust implementation. So, there has been some discussion in the background recently, and the two implementations agreed that there will be only one reference implementation that will be showcased to the community. So we are designing here a website for Stratum version 2 protocol, which will explain the protocol itself, but also use the Rust implementation as the one which will be shown to the community. Since both Brains implementation and Rust implementation need to do some back and forth between them, but for us as designers, what matters is that there will be specification of the protocol hosted on this website. Everything we do regarding implementation will include only Rust Stratum implementation. And Christoph and I here have set up some structure. And maybe Christoph can take from here and explain what is it that we did so far.
Okay, cool. So I hope Jitsi switches here to my stream here. So we were just trying to make it very practical here, so we can just focus on design and not have to worry about so much about what this thing is. So we'll have, I think, about 7 pages in total. There'll be a landing page, of course, that should explain what this whole thing is and the big picture ideas, and then allow people to dive a little bit deeper. So pretty standard from that perspective. And what you see here are just very simple wireframes. The content's not really thought out. It's just copy-pasted a few things from the Brains website. Then a second page, a features page, can go a lot deeper. And if you look at the Brains website about Stratum, there's just a lot of detail already. So this could go into, why certain improvements were made over Stratum V1 and how they can be used, and maybe some diagrams and whatnot that can be a lot more detailed than the homepage. Then the how-to pages, that's something we discussed in previous calls, where we have as kind of the users, we have 3 different use cases: the miners that want to run the software, the manufacturers that need to integrate it into their hardware, and then the pool operators. And so these pages can be very uniquely address those people and lay out how Stratum can help them in their day-to-day operations. But it could also, have some case studies about, here's company X that already did this, or a list of questions and answers, or maybe even guidance on how to adopt Stratum V2. And then going into the actual project, this could be called implementation or docs. This would be for the people who actually want to work on this implementation. So it could be, links to Discord, GitHub, guideline contributions, how to install it, how to test, links to maybe tasks, what people are working on, all this type of typical more project stuff. And then at the root of this are the specifications. And those currently only live on a Google Doc that you can also access from the Brains website. So those could also live here, and that would also be fairly technical documentation like content. So as before, just copy pasted a few things in here. And that's kind of it. So that would be the rough structure. And from here, it should be a lot easier now to for any designer or anybody working on this to figure out, again, we need more content here, or we could just focus on visual styling or figuring out a logo or so. And then in terms of the creative direction, I think everybody liked, or there was a lot of positive feedback on Gene's direction here with this space mining background. And that could take on a few different shapes. So one task for us designers would be to kind of take kind of these rough wireframes that we have. And there was some feedback from the team that they liked this space direction, just kind of fleshing this out a bit further, making some tweaks, making the logo more unique, making sure it works at really small sizes. For example, this little V2 thing here might not work at a really small size. And then also figuring out color palette and font sizes, font treatments, and applying that through to all of these templates. And I think Pav, you and Rachel will then be the people who try to flesh out this content a little bit further. And that's the status. What did I miss?
Yeah, so that's correct. I will be, flashing out the content. We do have like templates and direction, but anybody is now welcome. Guys, please just duplicate this. Go crazy, create your own solutions, and then we will figure out which approach we liked, and then we'll take probably the best of a few of them and try to come up with something. So if you're just interested in helping us, we will link to Figma. We'll link in the, I guess, in the channel, and then I guess that's it. Let's create something very unique for this very complicated protocol, and hopefully more people will understand it and as a result use it as well.
Yeah, and I think I think this is cool. I think there's some appetite here to create something that's a little bit different and more playful. So definitely an opportunity for a designer to have some fun here.
Yeah, protocol is very abstracting, and if we just design it in a playful way, that's like a very unique thing to do. So we'll create something fun, I guess.
Cool, and that's it. I'll hit the stop button here now. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.